Hey, TV enthusiasts! Ever wondered why we don't see those classic TV sign-offs anymore? Let's take a nostalgic trip down memory lane and uncover the story behind this fascinating television ritual. Back in the early days of television, the 1920s to 1940s, TV was just getting started. In 1927, the first experimental broadcasts began in the United States. Fast forward to 1936, and the BBC became the first to officially sign off, ending their broadcasts at midnight. By the 1940s, US stations typically signed off after late-night programming with a test pattern and, of course, the national anthem. Then came the golden age of television in the 1950s and 1960s. Sign-offs became a nightly routine. Many stations would air a test pattern or play the Star-Spangled Banner before signing off around midnight or 1 a.m. It was a comforting ritual, signaling the end of the broadcast day and the beginning of a new one. The 1970s and 1980s marked a period of technological change. Cable TV started operating 24 hours a day, reducing the need for traditional sign-offs. By the 1980s, the expansion of cable and satellite TV meant many local stations adopted longer broadcast hours, and sign-offs became less common. In the 1990s and 2000s, the trend toward 24-hour broadcasting continued. Major networks began airing programming around the clock, making sign-offs a rare sight. Only smaller or local stations still observed this practice, keeping the tradition alive in a limited capacity. By the 2010s, sign-offs were mostly a relic of the past. However, some niche channels and local stations might still observe this nostalgic practice. The rise of streaming services and online content in the 2020s further diminished the relevance of sign-offs, as viewers now have access to programming at all hours. Notable sign-off practices included the iconic test patterns like the Indian head and the national anthem. After sign-off, you'd often see static or snow until broadcasts resumed the next day. The sweet sound of static. In conclusion, the practice of television sign-off has largely faded away with the advent of 24-hour broadcasting and streaming services. While some local channels and specific programming may still observe sign-off rituals, they are now more of a nostalgic reference to an earlier era of television. So next time you binge-watch your favorite show at 3 a.m., take a moment to remember those simpler times when TV sign-offs were a nightly farewell. Thanks for tuning in. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more awesome TV history. Catch you later.